Let's go.
Could Paul Blart survive the various animatronics in the Five Nights at Freddy's film franchise? Let's find out. Basically, you guys loved my last video, and I'm happy. I had a lot of fun making it, and you guys seem to enjoy it even more. So who am I to ruin a good thing? Let's just pump out a sequel. And I got an even better idea this.
I think it'll be a good idea to watch.
All right, if you click the thumbnail.
I think it'll be a good idea to watch that video that I just saw right now. That thumbnail. Let me see. This one right here. Yeah. We should watch that one.
Yo, and I'm happy. I had a lot of fun making it. It's not ruin a good thing. And let's try to go for a modest 30,000 hypes. I think we.
Bro, I never got the fact on why people thought Toy Chica was attractive.
Yo, so let's not ruin a good thing.
Like, Jesus Christ, the amount of fanfic that I had to witness in high school is crazy. Also, yes, I graduated high school a couple years ago. I'm not an unk. I am just
For likes, let's try to get around 350 likes within the first day. Both of these things really are just a tap of the button from your perspective, but they help the video a lot, like crazy a lot. But yeah, with that shameless self-promotion out the way, I do mean shameless, subscribe, hype, like.
Fair change.
Let's just hop into today's topic. For this video, I'm going to be going over the cinematic versions of the Fnaf animatronics, and I'm going to relish this opportunity because while I've talked about these guys in the past, I never really had the opportunity to update their scaling given that there's a whole sequel out now at this point. And so let's analyze the original film to see what they...
I feel like in the original movie, I'm not in the original, but in the second movie, I feel like they were taken out too easily by the older animatronics. But if that is the case, if the older animatronics did take them out that easily, that tells you a lot about their strength
initially brought to the table. And for starters, they are implied to be capable of dismembering human beings, with the character stats in Wiki having a pretty comprehensive page explaining the amount of energy requiring to pull off various parts off of the human body, with the animatronics in the street level.
You know, actually the first movie, I really did like the first movie. I think the first movie was a cultural moment for everybody. Just saying.
Ranges of AP. And while yes, this is a statement, the sentiment that these guys can pull off limbs and stuff becomes true as we see Freddy with the casual chomp of his mouth is able to cleave the torso off of a person, which would mean that Freddy's bite is equivalent.
Was that the bite of 87?
To around 5,100 joules.
Actually, y'all guys should actually tell me, is it better if I talk over it, or do I have to pause like this? Because I think pausing on like this, y'all guys can hear me. We're a one-on-one, but you know what I'm trying to get at.
An older shell is likened to a superhuman in a novelization, and his casual shelves are calculated to exert around 4,500 joules. So this street level stuff is pretty consistent, but due to the climax of Fnaf 2, as the film decided to pull a twisted ones and just buff the OGs, as they were apart the toy animatronics, nearly just beating them to death easily, ripping the kills off Nedry from Jurassic Park. Yeah, I'm just gonna call him that. But basically, she pulls him through a window.
I've never seen Jurassic Park ever.
And shatters the glass like door, which comes out to around 4,500 joules. The FNAF crew would be in those Wallow ranges. So yeah, via the sequel, they went from getting low death by the janitor from Willy's Wonderland to getting maybe...
Oh, fuck that fuck ass movie, bro. What the fuck did I pause myself on? That movie, the Wonderland, I know that movie was supposed to be the FNAF movie. But Warner Bros. Got the script. Basically, I guess Scott Cawthon walked away from them. That's what I know. I think that's the case. I'm not too sure. But what the fuck is this face? I forgot his name. All I know this guy from is the Ghost Rider. I know he was a Ghost Rider, but that's about it.
Guy. So yeah.
But yeah, I honestly do think that the animatronics from the first movie are very strong, as he was saying with the strength of them. They're very strong. So I'm kind of curious on how Paul Blart Mall Cop is going to be able to stack up against them.
Let's move on to the GO.
Yeah, the GO.
Honestly, guys, I covered Paul Blart so well at the first time that I just plucked that section and put it in here. So, starting off with the man of the hour, and we've got the one and only Paul Blart. And would it surprise you if I told you that Paul is unironically peak human as a baseline? As for starters, he was able to complete 90% of the physical exam required. It's safe to say that he passed all of these physical requirements in flying.
You know, I'm thinking about joining the SAPD. I'm thinking about it, and all of this stuff I do have to think about. That's pretty it's pretty
Force kicking him, pulling enough that it actually dents the car that he lands on, which would mean that he can survive impacts and blows equivalent to 7,000 joules, which is pretty much the power of a baseball thrown at 100 miles per hour, roughly 50,000 times over in terms of like energy. For feats consistent,
that scene was crazy. By the way, if y'all guys are confused on why I am remembering scenes now, because of it's because of the fact that he's showing scenes from the movie. I'm watching it and then I'm being like, oh, I remember that. I really do. I did watch the first movie recently, actually. Recently, as in maybe a year ago. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
bust through ceilings, as well as break window beams, which are feats of the greatest boxers of all time in terms of just potency and stuff. For some more consistency, now criminals who were able to casually bust through glass elevators and doors and the like. We don't have any calcs for the effortlessly to this degree.
Movie. I think it was the second. You see, I am confused. I think I watched the second movie. That one girl from Austin and Alley. If y'all don't remember that show, bro, oh my god. But it's that one girl from Austin and Alley. She's going off to college, and then he's a little bit sad. It's that movie. I think it was the second Paul Blart Mall Cop, because I think she's older. She's going off to college compared to because I saw. Let me go back a little bit. Yeah, like you see right here. Yeah, right here, she looks a little bit more younger, like if she's still like in middle school. So maybe I could be wrong, and I don't remember these characters at all. I really don't.
On Blart,
I remember the horse scene, but I think that's from the second movie. I want to say it is. I'm not too sure.
Part. He just immediately pulls an Undertaker, gets back up, and then subsequently headbutts the thug that also survives this impact. And I also want to reiterate, he does it with a simple headbutt. According to the Versus Wiki, the ability to one-shot another character would mean that there's a strength gap of around 8 times, meaning that Paul Blart's casual headbutts would be equivalent to over 100,000 joules. And keep in mind, that's a headbutt. With all these,
I think that's a bit of a stretch.
That suggests that a punch is around 11% stronger than your typical headbutt, meaning that Paul Blart should be in those wall level ranges pretty firmly. As for
this scene is making me feel like I'm talking about the second movie and not the first. I think this is the first.
So considering all the physical activities that have to go into him just fainting like that, it's kind of not really a big issue. And then stack that on top of the fact he's pretty much blitzing these trained mercenaries. So yeah, Paul Blart got them speed feats, I'm not gonna lie. I have pure calculations. Paul Blart stuff is actually a fair bit more impressive. In terms of pure calculations, Paul Blart does have the better stuff, with his higher ends getting him to be around 2 to 3 times stronger than the best feats that the Fnaf animatronics have demonstrated. And due to his bullet timing instance, he would actually be faster than these guys as well. So with his stats advantage, I don't think he's so much stronger than any of these animatronics that he would be able to survive a jumping. So if they were to corner him, that would be GG's for him, unfortunately. But the Fnaf animatronic guy, it would kind of be like Willy's Wonderland. So I believe that by the end of the week, in which William Afton pulls up to get rid of the security guard, it would probably be more or less a 1v1.
Do y'all guys think Gojo could win against the 4 animatronics?
Of surviving this environment. I think that if you want me to be truly super duper honest, it's circumstantial. It's not like the back rooms where it's a lot more easy to talk about. A lot of random things can happen in FNAF. Even in the game, it's a bit of RNG involved. But if you were to ask me if he was capable of surviving this place, yeah, it's certainly a possibility. I think that probably later this week with...
Do y'all guys think Paul Blart Mall Cop can solo the 4 animatronics? Based off of the information he said, I think he can. I think he did a little bit of stretching a little bit in the middle of the video, but so far, that is correct. I mean, where do people even find time to do research on this kind of stuff, man? People have too much time on their hands, and I guess I do too because I'm watching a video. Uh, yeah,